Okay, so now it's time to have a look at our core.js. So open the file, and first what we're going to do, before our document ready here, because before all this statement with the function, and it's we're going to create a new object. So var image tag equals and two curly brackets. We're going to create a few properties for this object. So mouse x, by default it will be null, then comma, mouse y, 0 as well by default. Then we have top position underscore position, which will be null by default, left position, again null by default. Then we have label, which is null by default. Then we have outline width, which is 106, outline height, which is 106 as well. Then we have tool tip underscore width underscore padding, which is 40. Then we have tool tip height padding, which will be 8. This is how much padding we want to have from for width. It's going to be from left and right, which means 20 pixels on one and on the other, and height will have 4 pixels from the top and 4 from the bottom. Then we have tag container, which will be in between a single quotes. We do div with a class outline and a closing div after this, and in between I'm going to close the browser because we're going to be typing quite a bit here. Inside of this outline div, we're going to create another div. After this outline div, we're going to create another div with the class tools, which is where we're going to have our input and save and cancel buttons. First, we're going to have a label with the class label assigned to it. Then we go inside of the label tag. We're going to have type name and then closing label tag. After this, we have input with the type of text, the name of tag hyphen name. Then we have ID the same, so tag hyphen name. Then we have class assigned to it field, and then closing input. After this we have a href with the hash for the href. Then we have ID save tag. So this is our first button. We also assigned a class button to it and button underscore green, and another class MR4, which is basically margin right 4 pixels. Save in between an opening and then closing a tag. After this we create another a tag with href as well as hash, ID cancel tag, class button red, and then cancel for the label, and closing a tag and closing div tag. So this is our tag container property. Then we have image underscore wrapper equals, not equals, colon, and our image div tag. Then comma, and let's move to the next video when we create our first method.